in the kitchen. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. The first thing we want to do is talk a little bit about safety, okay? We always wash our hands, okay, because there's germs. So before you do anything, you prepare any food, make sure you wash your hands, okay? And there's one that I think Miss Maddie will remember this, but if it cuts a vegetable, guess what?
It could cut you. Back when I was in first grade, which was a long time ago, I was at Generation to Generation. I was skinning apples with an apple skinner and it cut my finger.
So Maddie learned the hard way that if it cuts a vegetable, it will cut you. And that includes this. I don't know if anybody's gotten a cut with a plastic knife, but it will cut you. So safety is always important when we're doing farm to table. Now the other thing we do, and I asked Beck and Maddie if they would mind putting their hairnets on. Now they're eating for themselves, but when we prepare food at farm to table, we put hairnets on because you like hairy food, right?
No.
No? What happened to you?
So one time when I was little, I was eating mac and cheese and then I ate some of my mom's hair.
Oh no! So I'm going to have you go ahead and put your hairnets on.
Thank you. It's kind of hard with my hair. It's all forward. This one's hard.
Awesome! Okay, there you go. Now, you are eating this yourself, so, and these are big gloves, so you have the option to put them on or not. I'll let that up to you. And it's kind of cool because if you look here, I don't know, is this how your mama does it? Okay, so sometimes people like to do that because they stuff them or whatever, but what are these on the inside?
Those are seeds.
And what do you need these seeds for?
They need them to grow the peppers because you take the seeds out of the plant, that's what farmers do, and then they put them in their bag and then they plant them.
Very good, excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give each of you a pepper. This is a sweet red pepper. A lot of people think these are hot, but they are not. So I'd like you to cut this in half.
Okay.
Okay? And this is from our garden. These are purple, or some people call them chocolate. So you can push those aside. Okay? At how easy it was to cut without the gloves. These are actually pretty sharp, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
So if you're at home and you want to cut, you can use these because they are safe. But anytime you use anything sharp, you should have adult supervision. Okay? Here's the fun part. Okay? We get to taste everything. But before we do, we have to close our eyes and put our try it shoes on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, are we ready to try?
Yes.
Now you have an option. You can try with our amazing ranch dressing or without. All right, here we go. And you can put ranch dressing as much as you want, wherever you want. And we're going to try these together. All right. Beck, what color you want to do first?
I'll probably do light green.
Agree? Okay.
I think I'll try the purple one. One doesn't have as much flavor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reddish orangish one doesn't really have anything.
How about the gold or the yellow? You're both at those.
It has more than the red, but not as much as the other colors.
Okay.
The green was probably definitely, like, it didn't really taste like much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so if you were going to pick your favorite, what do you think it would be?
Purple. The chocolate one.
The chocolate or the purple, the same one. Well, for our friends that are watching this, would you encourage them to try some peppers?
I would. I think you're either really gonna like it or maybe it might be in the middle.
If you don't like it as much like me, then you can use some ranch with them.
You may not even like it at all.
But at least they would have what?
Try it.
Very good. Okay, the final part of Farm to Table today is a great big word. Who would like to say this word? Maddie?
It's ingredients.
And it's a big word for a first grader, okay? But the reason it's important is because on everything you eat, a box of cereal, your milk, yogurt, everything you eat, there is a list on the label that tells you what's inside that bottle. Beckett, you love the ranch dressing, but you said you had no idea what was in it. And this is a Caesar dressing, but what I'd like you to do, and sometimes the print's so small, we need a magnifying glass. So I would like you to look at the label and see if you can find it.
Found it.
You did? Did you
Where
find
is
yours?
it? Could you show me?
It's right here.
Oh, thank you.
Whoa. Now, I'm going to take it one step further. What's the first ingredient in that list?
Soybean oil.
Soybean oil? What's in yours?
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil? Now, what do you think might have been there if you weren't reading that label?
I don't know.
Have no idea? Can you read some of the others? Are there some things on there that you can't read?
I can read this all because myself, I love to read. It's like probably takes up half of what I do during the day.
That's awesome.
So,
go ahead and
I can
read what's in
most
your
of these.
dressing.
So there's soybean oil, there's water, there's distilled vinegar, Romanian Parmesan cheese, cultured and pasteurized milk, salt, emmet, sugar, egg yolk, and that's like not even half of it.
A lot of things you
There
can't
are
say.
a lot of things.
Becca, can you read some of yours?
Yes, there is water, there is vegetable oil, water, sugar, salt, buttermilk, and there's still a lot more.
A lot more.
I didn't know there was sugar in ranch. I mean, I don't really like ranch, but I've had it before, so, but I didn't think there would be, I didn't know there would be sugar.
And I will tell you, the first ingredient that is listed there is what is most in there. So that's the largest ingredient. So the largest ingredient is,
Soybean oil.
and
Vegetable oil.
of everything that's listed on there, Becca, you just ate. Where's it going? It's going into your
Body.
That's right, into your tummy. Everything on that list just went into your tummy.
That's so funny. I
Isn't
didn't
it?
think that.
And that's what's so amazing, and that's why it's so important to know what the ingredients are in your food. And what do you think the ingredient is in this?
It's just a pepper. God made it for us.
That's right, it's just a pepper. So you have some really awesome peppers, but Beckett, you have a lot of those things that were listed there in your tummy too. And it's okay, but we need to be aware of that. So, I think we should challenge our friends at home. Don't
Ooh,
you?
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
So you said you find food in your pantry, in the cupboard, right? And you find food in their fridge. So why don't we challenge our friends to go home and look in their fridge or their cupboard and see if they can find the ingredients on one package of food. Okay? After Farm to Table, when we gather back together, I challenge every student to go teach one thing they learned to somebody in their house. So, you are challenged to go home and teach your mom, your dad. Hey, we do cats and dogs too. They listen to us, right? So, anything you learned today, and my friends that are watching, anything you learned today, I challenge you to be a teacher and teach somebody something you learned. Okay? Thank you very much. You guys were awesome.